What is up, everybody? Chris the Dice DJ here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, we're rolling out a strategy, and it's been a while, so I'm back. All right, I've been doing some stuff. If you didn't know, I got married not too long ago. So we've been doing some things and had some changes going on in the Casa del Degen. But we're talking today, and you guys all remember Greg, Mr. Five. A lot of people have been asking me how he's doing, and he is certainly doing well, but he's got a new one for the folks at home. All right, so I'm going to show it to you today. It's called the Forever 6 and 8. Before you think, oh, it's going to be something dark, well, hold your coffee in your mouth or whatever's in your mouth that you're drinking right now, because Greg is doing something light-sided today. Can you believe that? Greg is doing something light-sided, all right? So I can't wait to show you this. It's fun. I like it. Him and I have rolled it out. I rolled it out a few other times. It was working pretty well. The way it's going to work is $60 on the pass line, all right? $30 on the 6 and 8. You're on and working all the time, okay? Now, 7 on the come out, it's a push, right? Because your pass line is going to just pay for your 6 and 8. Obviously, 2, 3, 12, you're going to lose the pass line, so that will cost you. Hopefully, we set a 6 or an 8 as a point. And the nice thing about this is you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, really. What you're looking for is to, maybe get out of the hand, maybe get something set up that you like to play, and then you go into that from there. Today, I'm just going to roll it out as a pass line with the 6 and 8, no other changes. But if you have an idea that you want to see as this goes out, drop it in the comments down below, and I will also be rolling out a few other renditions of this, few variations and stuff, so you can take a look at it, all right? So without further ado, let's get rolling out, and notice the ring. Yep, Degen is a married man. Can you believe that? All right, here we go. We are going to do 60 on the pass line, $30 6 and 8 on and working. Also, if you just want, tell Greg you said what's up in the chat, in the comments. Let him know that you're watching. I know he's watching. So here we go. Hopefully we can get some good rolls going here, shall we? Just like that, 6, 3, 8, or sorry, 6, 3. It doesn't add up to 8, but a 5 and a 3 do, and that's what the roll is, 5 and a 3. See, I told you, it's been a while. Been a little bit. Have been doing the podcast, though. If you haven't seen that, Full of Chips podcast, it's down below. The link is there. 8 is our point. Craig and I are enjoying that. Now, since 8 is the point, we already have a pass line covered. You could take this $30 and put it on a different number, but like I said, we're just going to let the 6 and the 8 rock, okay? And we are good to go. Here we go. Very simple strategy, not rocket science. And there's a 4-3-7. All right, sucks. Do we lose a little bit of money? Yeah. Is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. But absolutely not. We did get the hit on the first one, so we lost about $55. Not too bad. It's not great, obviously, right? We don't like to lose, but not the end of the world. PSO on any light side strategy is going to cost you a lot of money. That didn't cost us a whole bunch, right? So these are on. Here we go. Then we got a 6-1-7 on the come out. So that doesn't matter, right? Like I said in the beginning, it's a push on the come out because you're going to lose the 6 and 8 since they're working, but you're going to get paid 60 on the pass line. So it's a push. The other nice thing about this before I continue is you can play this at any level you want, right? You can play this at quarter with 12-12 on the 6 and 8. You can play whatever level you want, right? So you just have to scale it up and down. I like this level. It's nice and clean, but you can play it however you please. There's another 4-3-7 on the come out. Again, don't matter. There's a yo. We'll take that. That's going to pay us $60, right? So that's going to be a $60 winner. Okay. It's going to go back in the rack. If you want, you could pass line parlay. You could do a lot of different things with that, but $60. Or if you really want, you just won $60 off that. You could, pull this down and go like 66 inside. I mean, you can do whatever you want. See, there's a lot of options here. Well, today we're going to play it the way that Greg has developed it. Another 617. Are we ever going to get out of the come out sequence here? If you were playing a pass line parlay, you'd be real happy right now. 314. Oop, I rolled it. It was a 314. I promise. Come on. There it is. 314. All right. That is our point. We shall mark up the 4. Okay. Now we got our 6-8 going, right? Pass line on the 4, obviously. Here we go. And another PSO. All right. So the PSOs are going to hurt, right? Obviously, they are not going to be your friend in this situation. So we're going to lose $120 there. We did win the 60 on that pass line. So again, but we're down. We started with $1,000. We're down about 100 right now. Maybe a touch more. The nice thing about this is his strategy. It's not very volatile. So it's pretty stout in terms of like the ability to come back, and you're not going to get beat badly on a nice roll. You can win nicely. Obviously these rolls are just kind of shit, but the dice give, the dice take. There's a yo on the come out. My dice camera's in the wrong spot. I'm not used to it being there, but then again, I might just not be used to recording videos because it's been so damn long. DJN apologizes for that. He does, sincerely. But we be back. We've been making a lot of videos now. Here we go. Got a hard 4 again. All right, we're on the point of 4. All right, so puck is on the 4. Let's run it. Hard 4 right back. We'll take that. Certainly. Hard 4. Okay. So that's going to pay us $60 on the pass line. Right? Again, now remember, you won on the 11. That's 60. You won on this one. That's 120. You could go 110 inside, drop your pass line, forget about it. You could keep the pass line there. You could really do whatever you want. Again, up to you, right? Just showing you kind of the way the system works. Unfortunately, it hasn't been working out too well, but we'll see what happens. 6-4-10. Okay, that's our new point. Again, like I said, I'm just playing it the standard way right now. I will throw some variations in there in future videos. So stay tuned for those. Again, no pressing. Maybe the next one I'll do some pressing on the 6 and 8. See what happens. There's a 4-1-5. Doesn't help us. Doesn't hurt us. All right, there's a 4-3-7. So not ideal, right? But this shooter didn't cost us any money, right? They did hit their point. We did get that winner on the pass line. So net, we're going to be about even on this shooter. Sucks. Because we were set up to do something. All right. Back with the standard setup here. These are on. 60 on the pass line, $30 on the 6, $30 on the 8. Here we go. Another 4. Shooter loves the outsides is our point. 4 and 10. I hear somebody. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I hear somebody telling me those 4s and 10s. I think you all know who I'm talking about. All right, here we go. There's a hard 8. You can't see this one really. It's right out of camera view. I'm pushing it. There, you can see the 4 now. Here's the other 4. Hard 8. Okay. So that's going to pay us 35, right? Again, we're collecting, not doing any pressing or anything else. I'm literally just going to keep playing this out as it is. There's a 6-4-10. Doesn't help us. Doesn't hurt us. Ooh, I entered a 9. Let me go back and fix that. DJ's a little rusty. There's a hard 6. 3 and a 3. The double DJin. Okay, another $35 winner right there. Right, again, just going to rack it. 5-4-9. Not helping, not hurting. 6-4-10. Aces. In the field player's dream right now. Hard 4 front line winner. 2-2 on the hard 4. All right, so you're going to turn the puck off. All right, it's going to pay us $60 on the line. The other thing you can do here too, right, if you haven't thought of this already, you can take odds if you want. Obviously, I'm not doing that, but you can. All right, so $60 on the line, $30 6 and 8, right? If you pulled your money down off the table, you'd be just about even right now. So, see, we can come back. We can make it back. Aces, all right. As soon as I open my mouth, the dice decide, you know what, Degen, shut up. Shut up. We're going to get you. All right, so we have to come back out with another pass line bet, right? Because that's going to lose. 6-4-10. The other thing too is I'm sure people are going to say, why don't you have like a crap check out there or something? You could. If you want to bleed away, you certainly can. It looks great when it hits. Notice we haven't hit a craps number until then, and there's been quite a few pass lines. So, I mean, it's a confirmation bias type thing. If you see it and it works, great. If not, you're going to be bleeding. Just FYI. All right, 3-2-5. No help. 6-4-10, front line winner on the 10. All right, so that's going to pay us another $60, right? Put that back in the rack. Turn these bets back on. If you decide, you don't want to work the bets, you don't have to. If you want to come down from this leveling and do something else, you certainly can. There's a hard 8. That's our point. All right, so this is kind of best case scenario, right? This is what you want, where you're going to get paid and then the number's going to come down. Or you could, if you want. When I was running with Greg, I started stacking this on the 6. So I had a $60 pass line, $60 6. Up to you. I'm just going to rack it, right? Because this is how the setup works. So we're going to run it. Ace deuce, no matter. Basically, the premise here is a pass line with a 6 and an 8. And there's a 5-2-7. Always working is what the idea is. Did hit the small there right before the 7. There's another confirmation buy for some people. As soon as you hit a leg, brings the 7 around. It's fine, right? All right, so we started, remember, with 1,000. Right? There's 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950, 960. We're down $40 at the minute, right? Not terrible considering the fact that we have 2 PSOs. Okay, got to keep that in mind because everybody likes to tell me, "Oh, you're not winning, you're not winning." Yeah, there's PSOs though on a light-sided table. Well, they would hurt you, and there was 2 of those. All right, 3-1-4. Mark up the 4, pull that down. Obviously, we're working. 6-3-9. 5-3, easy 8. Take that, right? That's a payment. That's $35. There it is. To the rack it goes. Just going to leave everything the way it is. And there'd be the 6-1-7. All right, so that's going to hurt, right? Because we're going to lose this. We did get 1 hit, but 1 hit is not enough. Come back out here again. Let me know what you guys think. Again, remember to say hi to Greg in the comments. Let me know what kind of renditions you want to see run on this. Another outside number is our point, 6-4-10. If you have suggestions, things you want to see run, let me know. Like I said, I'll run it with pressing. I'll run it with spreading out. Just showing it to you for right now. 3-1-4. Does nada for nobody. Midnight, all the dots and all the spots. Not helpful. 5-4-9. This will be the knock from some people that FOMO is getting them. Aces. I also realized this Lammers here, it doesn't need to be there. 6-2, easy 8. All right, 6 and a deuce. It's going to pay us 35. Right? Collect. 6-5 yo. Probably the toll, I think. Yep. Another midnight. 4-1-5. Oh, I rolled that. It was a 4-1. 5-1-6. Take that. Right. Again, no pressing, no nothing on this. We're just running it straight. If let's say I'm playing this in a casino, likely I'm pressing those numbers. Especially because I have a hit on both of them now. So my next hits, let's say, would be pressing. But see what happens here, shall we? There's another 6, 4 and a deuce. Right. Just got to catch a run of 6s and 8s, right? That's obviously the goal. And if you take a look at it, we've only had 3 6s and 5 8s out of 44 total rolls. So those numbers are definitely lagging behind. Obviously, 10s and 4s are way up, right? If I was doing any 4-10 strat right now, we'd be making an absolute killing. 7 4s, 6 10s. If you know anything about pyramids, you know that those are way outperforming. There's another 6. Maybe we can get a run of 6s and 8s here, though. That'll bring us back to health. Let's see. Another 35, right? Again, if you were pressing, these payouts would be a little bit higher. Just FYI. Aces does nothing. Aces back to back. Still doing nothing. There's a 3-2-5. AC deuce, 3 craps. The horns are just flying. 3-1-4. The horn repeater. Oh, there's the full ATS too, by the way, in case anybody cared. There it is. 4-1-5. 6-5 yo. It's been a field player's dream. 4-10 frontline winner on the 10. What was the last number? I don't even know. After the 5, I think it was a 3-1-4. I think. I don't remember. 6-4-10. There we go. All right. So that's going to pay us on the line. Right? $60. Now, if you take a look where you're at in your rack, right? We put this back. Okay. Got 325 here, right? 825, 925, 950 with another nickel in the rack plus 120 out there. You could certainly cash out for slight profit here, right? Almost 10% profit if you are so inclined. We're going to keep running though, all right? You're going to keep running it. We got a good shooter here, having a good roll. Those bets are on. 3-1-4. I mean, can we stay away from an outside point? 3-2-5. 4-1-5. This is where obviously if you're spread out, you're a lot happier because you're making a shit ton of money. Yo, ace deuce, back on the horns. See, this is the other thing too, where people are saying, "Oh, you're having a great roll, right?" We're 24, 25 rolls in. There's been 3, 5, 7 of the 25 rolls have been horns. Just 8 of the 26 rolls have been horns, right? So, like, in terms of quality, it's not that quality unless you're playing on a repeater table. There's another 5. Another 5. There's just fives and horns now. No worries. Why are we throwing fives and horns? Because D-Gen's on the 6 and 8. There's a 3-1-4 front line winner on the 4. All right, so it's going to pay us 60, right? I'll put this back in the rack. We're going to let this, again, play out. Now, if you take a look, we should be just about even, worst case scenario, right? There's, yep, we're slightly above even if, this doesn't go well. So we'll keep running this for right now. There it is. 3-2-5, that's our point. Shooter's loving the 5. That's the, I think, 8th one on this shooter. Yo, shocker, right? Fives and horns, fives and horns. Two most common numbers, 6 and 8, were two, or I should say, two of the most common, not the two most common, but two of the most common numbers. There's an 8, though. 6 and a deuce. All right, it's going to pay us 35, right? That's getting racked. 4-2-6. Okay, another 35. Right. Again, this is with zero pressing, just playing. Right. No deviations to the base of this strategy, nothing. 5-3-8. Now we're going to get on a run of 6s and 8s, maybe. Now maybe we'll catch a run. Okay. Another 35 to the rack. There's another 6, 5 and a 1. You knew the 6s and 8s weren't going to stay quiet for that long, right? You had to. 4. Thought that was our point for a second. It's not. Our point's 5. I'm just so used to it being an outside number. There's another 4 and a deuce, 6. Again, for the folks at home, I will show you a version of this pressing, right? We're not pressing right now. I know some people are out of their minds on their couch right now watching this. You should be pressing. You should be pressing. I know. Okay, I'm just showing you the base. Aces. 2, easy 8. I rolled that. It was not a 4. It was an 8. Small wins again. Look at that. Look at that. Shooter hits the full ATS, then hits a small back, multiple repeaters. I mean, dream situation, right? Obviously, yes, I know I'm not making a fortune off this roll. But for my folks at home who like to only cover 2 numbers, you're making a shit ton of money for doing that, and you're not even pressing or anything. There's another 8, right? This is just same betting, doing nothing. Another 8, another 35. Okay. If we all knew we were going to have a roll like this, obviously, we'd put a lot of money out on the felt, right? But you don't know that you're going to have a roll like this. 6-4-10. There's a hard 8. Okay. Yeah. If you were pressing, like if I was pressing, right? You guys know my press collect. I mean, I'd be sitting here. My 8 would be at least 420 right now, if not higher. There's a 314. 639. 549. 549. The nines were lagging too, so they got to catch up a little bit. There's a hard 10. Soft 10. Oop, it's not a 6, it's a 10. There it is. AC deuce. Hell of a roll by Randy here. Aces. Nope. That's a crack die. No roll. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. And there she be, the 617. Randy, congratulations. 50 roller. 50 roller. All right. Again, folks at home, I know you're going to be sitting there. You could have made a fortune doing anything else. I know. I was just showing you something. All right. Now, if that roll didn't happen, it could have been way worse, but we made money and we made a decent amount of money and we had a couple PSOs in there, right? So there's our starting bankroll. Okay. $1,000. And there's 100, 200 dollar profit. So we end up with 1,300. Obviously, on a 50 roller, should you be making more money? Sure. Are you mad that you made $300? I'd hope you aren't. I really hope you aren't. All right, because that's a good payday. And considering the fact that we had 2 PSOs that put us down, that shooter made us back a bunch of money, and they didn't even hit that many 6s and 8s. If you were spread out, which, like I said, I will show you versions with that. I would have been. You would have made a killing. All right, so let me know what you guys think of Greg's Forever 6 and 8. Let me know what kind of renditions, variations you want to see. DGen is back, and I'm happy to be back. I love you all. Don't forget, you all have a little DGen in you. I know you haven't heard that in a while, but you still have it in you. And I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.